What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, guys? This is Ryan Gaming, and this is about Blade and Soul mobile. So, this is a new mobile game. It's actually 3 months old right now. And this is the mobile iteration for Blade and Soul PC from Korea. So, this specific video, this guide, is about doing the newest dungeon, the fifth dungeon, which is the Lair. Okay, so this is a layer of Blade Fang, and the boss is Slardar. He looks like Slardar with a slaughter ring, or sorry, slaughter earrings at his back. Okay, so this is the fifth dungeon because the first one we have Black Ram, second one we have Tomb, the third one is Forgotten Temple with Yura, fourth one is Heaven's Mandate with Jin Soyun, and this is the fifth one. This is from the newest update. And yes, and we are from PH Finest Guild from Crimson, BSR 408 English a server. So yeah, this is the first video that I have or I created for Blade and Soul content, and I have a few more, but this is the first one that I will put out. Okay, so um, kindly check this video, and we're doing actually a four-man dungeon right now, me and my guildmates. So we have two Force Masters and two Blade Master. Okay. So the AP for this, we have actually, mine is around 70 AP, 71 DP. The Blade Master, the other one, he has 76 AP and 75 DP. The Force Master, which has the pig head and the golden Mokujin body costume, he has around or closely to 80k AP. And the other one, other Force Master, is around 73 APDP. Okay. So, as we all know, or if you notice, for dungeons here in Blade and Soul, usually uh, the bosses or the mini bosses are pretty much harder to deal with compared to the bosses. For that, it's actually harder to dodge the skills of the mini bosses. Okay, compared to the bosses. But the bosses, if they hit you, their ulti hit you, you will be one hitted. You'll die. Okay, so this is our first try, and as far as I can remember, this is the wrong move to do this dungeon. Okay, so we made a mistake here. So I'm currently dancing right now. So if you see, so this is one bad way. Because last week, when the new dungeon was released, it's hard for us to finish the dungeon because first we're weaker. Plus we don't know the gameplay at that time. But for this one, we learned how to do it. So just check it out right now. So we're killing this Lardar boss. Okay, so two Force Master and one Blade Master. And it seems like we can kill him right now. But if you will see in a second, he will ulti and I will die. And the others died too. And if you notice, and all of you guys who will watch this because you're playing Blade and Soul, you'll see that there will be three totems, right? There's defense, there's life, and there's force. Force for power. So originally, what people are doing, they will kill, or we will kill the totem, or destroy the totem. Because if you don't destroy the totem, the remaining totems will buff the boss. So if there will be three totems remaining, force, defense, and life, all of those buffs will be going to the boss. So the initial thing to do, or the basic thing to do, is kill two totems. Okay, and then you kill the boss. But here is a good tip or a good guide on how you can kill the boss in 6 minutes. Alright, so we're gonna do uh, regroup. We're gonna do a regroup for this. So first, what you need is elixirs. So as I mentioned, we have around 70 plus APDP here. So use elixirs and then put or hit him with a skill and stun him immediately. You should stun him immediately because there's like a gap there in which if you're late with your stun, the boss will have an invulnerability on him. So basically any damages will not go through. So the best way to do it is use elixirs and then go into the boss, hit him. If you notice, we finish in 6 minutes 58 seconds, and on the next one, the next try, we will finish it in 6 minutes. Okay. So the proper way to do this is you use elixirs, considering the APDP, which is 70 plus, and then you go in, hit the boss, and instantly stun him. And the joint attack should connect. So everyone should pay attention so that the joint attack will connect. After the joint attack will connect, the boss will be stunned or knocked down. Do the burst, or all should use their ultimate, to burst the boss. Because that's a time that the boss will not uh, use the invulnerable skill, and the boss is not tanky enough in the first few seconds. So again, you need to stun, and then after you stun, connect with the joint attack, and then burst the boss. If you do that, you will kill the boss once the totem is available there. So you don't need to kill the totems anymore because you will burst the boss for like under a minute. So that's the fast kill actually. So if you take into account, we did 6 minutes and 58 seconds because we made the mistake. So if you do it correctly, that like what we will do right now, you will kill the boss very fast. Okay. So for this, I will just I think I will create or craft another ticket for the lair of the frozen fan. This is the new dungeon that we go to because it drops secret techniques materials. It also drops heroic fragments, which you will need to create a heroic box or a radiant heroic box. Okay, so if you notice, I'm just crafting right now, and we'll see if we will get a radiant heroic weapon here. Okay, so yes, I'm checking what I have, and if you will see my character, it doesn't have any or a lot of heroic or any radiant heroic because I have a bad luck for drops and for pet upgrades as well. So right now I'm salvaging tickets so that I can create another one or craft another one. So here is the third try, and as far as I can remember, we will finish this very fast. All right, so kindly hang in there. Okay, so right now we're in front of the boss. We're in front of Slardar. Okay, so again, you remember what I mentioned earlier. Um, oh, actually, it's not the boss. We just started the dungeon. Here, if you can see, this white big rabbit here is one of the mini bosses. So here, if you can kill that mini boss right away, the minions will die as well. So the problem with mini bosses in this game, they have more skills, or the difference in cooldowns of their skills is quicker than the bosses, right? The big bosses. Because for example, the boss has like three skills that can one hit you if you're inside the circle or their hitbox. For mini bosses, they have like four, and they skill quickly. So the intervals between the knockdowns and the skill that can one hit you is quick or fast compared to bosses. Okay. So for example, this Lycan. Okay. So you just need to dodge and dodge, and then make sure that you don't die. And the mobs here hurts a lot. Okay. So this one is the Lycan, same as the world boss. Okay. So I think I'll die here, even though I am on ulti mode or ulti stance. Okay. So as you noticed, the boss made a quick skill that has like a very big hitbox, one after another, or one after the other. So here, I think we'll finish this faster than the other ones earlier. So yeah. So while we're waiting for our team to go into the Slardar boss, okay, I'll tell you about the guys that I'm with. So they are my guild mates ever since. Pobre, if you see there, he is the strongest one right now because he has the golden dragon pet that is in line with his Mokujin costume. And I'm not sure why he doesn't want to use the Mokujin headgear, but he is using the pig head because it looks like what it looks like. So you know if you're playing the game, right? So yes, we're killing them faster right now because we know or we learned a better way to finish this dungeon quickly compared to last week. Because last week it we took a lot of time on finishing this dungeon, even though we have stronger players. Because the players that I'm with last week are guild mates. Because we do dungeons for guilds or for guild mates as much as possible. We reserve our tickets so that we can help weaker players to finish the dungeon. So as much as possible, we don't look for any teammates from different factions or different guilds, because we would like that our players can go or can grow stronger than others quickly. Yeah. And this is what PH Finance is about: helping each other and being a good clan, a loyal clan, right? Because there's really politics here in Blade and Soul, specifically in this server. Okay, so first one is that I mentioned is Pobre, which is a strong force master who loves to PK. And if you need guys, if you need rice, Pobre can give you rice because he has a rice business, as far as I know. So if you want rice, free rice, or you want to order rice, go contact Pobre. His name is Pobre Sikat. So for you guys who doesn't know Filipino language or Tagalog, Pobre means poor, and Sikat means famous. So his name in English is Poor Famous, but in this game he's not a poor famous guy because he's strong and he has a legendary pet and his weapons are good. Okay, so now we're just picking up the free bronze chest that you can see most of the time in the dungeons. And for this also, after you're finished with the mobs, before you enter the boss, make sure that the meter for the ulti is full. So it should be on cooldown. Okay, so don't forget to use elixirs, like what I'm doing right now. So elixirs for attack. The defense one, you don't actually need that because what you need is burst. So yes, skill. Then for this, we have stun the boss. So after you stun the boss, you do the ulti. And actually, I made a mistake. I ultied very late. So as you can see, the boss did not go into the invulnerable state. So we are actually bursting him down. But on this one, it's actually late because most of the time, if you do it properly, the boss should not jump Because if it jumps to the player who does a lot of damage, most of the time it jumps to the player who has a lot of damage, and it will kill that player. And the reason for this guide, or the purpose of this guide, is to tell you guys that you should burst the boss. So if you notice, it's 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Because we're making few mistakes here and there. So I think if you don't make mistakes and your team has high AP and DP, you can finish this at around 4 minutes or less. So yeah, that is the guide for Lair. And if you have any questions, or if you wanna correct me on the things that I've said, especially for the totem, because I'm not pretty sure about that, but that's what I understood about the totems. You can comment down below and tell me what I need to learn to get stronger in this game, because I'm a competitive guy, but I don't want to top up that much. And this is actually a game that requires a lot of top up if you don't have that much of a luck. Okay, so guys, let me know what you want to watch. If you want to see more of this gameplay, other guides and tips, or any other games that you want in video. So like, subscribe, and have a good day. Take care, guys.